Hi everybody. So it has been a super duper long time since I've been on here, and I'm just going to give you a really quick update and apologize for being missing for over a year, and also apologies because I did say I was going to do this last week sometime. I didn't. I just come off work and I didn't realize how close Christmas actually was. So I am here. You'll have to excuse there's some banging in the background. It's my mother-in-law who's cooking, and I'm not sure if you know this, but my husband is Indian, so they're using a mortar and pestle, so there's a bit of banging going on in the background. So from pardon me, from where we left off, I was going to do a live pregnancy test. So what had happened is that I jumped in. I did a pregnancy test, jumped in the shower, wasn't expecting it to be anything, as it was only my third cycle of trying. Come out, and it was positive. So there's something that a lot of trying to conceivers will understand, and some of you who have been trying to conceive your first child and may not quite understand this as yet. You're dying to get that positive. That's all you want to see is those two lines. That's all you want. But nothing prepares you for when you do get those two lines and you're so excited but so nervous, and you need so much more confirmation, especially for me because I was older and I'd had a couple of miscarriages. So I had blood work done. I told my husband, and then I thought, right, I'm going to do an update. And then I became quite unwell. Morning sickness for my last two children have been just brutal. Actually, even the children that I've had miscarriages for have been quite tough. The morning sickness has been pretty full on right up until the time I've miscarried, or with my pregnancies that I've gone full term for have been up to about 15 weeks. So I thought, right, once the morning sickness passes, I'll jump on to an update. So morning sickness passed. We went to India for 3 weeks. So that was a culture shock for me. Can't say I enjoyed it. I was very worried being pregnant and in a country I've never been to before, don't speak the language. Like, my husband was there, I was with his family, I felt safe, but I was just so overwhelmed and cautious of everything. So, and once I'd overcome that, I'd come back, and then Christmas, and then birthdays and anniversaries, and it was always like, I've got to jump back on, and let you guys know how I went. So my last pregnancy with my nearly 3-year-old, I was admitted into hospital for 2 weeks before he was born because he was an unstable lie. So the same thing happened again this time with my daughter. I have a little girl, which is beautiful after having two boys to have a little girl. And I had to, she was an unstable lie as well. So I had scheduled cesareans anyway due to my 18-year-old being a cesarean. Where I live, they don't let you go past 39 weeks. And so she was booked in anyway. And I was lucky to be pushed through early, and she was born on the April the 9th, 2018, and she was about 8 pounds, so she was a good size. And I say they rushed me through was as you know, being in hospital, as you could imagine, being in hospital for 2 weeks and having a 2-year-old at home who didn't quite understand that there was going to be a baby, and then to disappear for 2 weeks and come back with a baby was going to be quite tough. And I had an amazing obstetrician who had small children herself, and she understood completely how I was feeling. So she managed to get me in 3 days before my scheduled cesarean, which was fantastic because the day I was meant to be having her, I was actually going home. Everything went well. I did have some postpartum bleeding. She was breech, so her head was up under my right rib cage, which was quite interesting. When they went in to collect her, they had to go rummaging in there and find her. So, but she was healthy. She was fine. Breech babies do come out. They did warn me they do come out stunned. So I think because they're pulled out backwards, they're a bit shocked. There was a paediatric team there already waiting. The surgeon had already warned me. It was probably my best cesarean I've ever had, and I've had 3. It was relaxing. The medical team listened to me when I didn't feel well, when I felt my blood pressure was dropping, and they checked it and it wasn't. They still acted on it. They were brilliant, and I could not have faulted them. Mishka Elizabeth is my daughter's name, and she is 8 months old. She'll be 9 months old on the 9th of January. And as I am 40 on the 1st of February, we have started to try again for baby number 3 with my husband, and it'll be baby number 4 for me in total. Just to recap, I have an 18-year-old, and he's from a different relationship. So I am going to start tracking my trying to conceive journey for this baby, and this potential baby. I am a bit worried that I may not be able to conceive, but that's just, if you're having trouble conceiving, you're always going to worry. Just because you have one baby doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have many more. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And for you guys who have been watching me and have subscribed, thank you. Thank you for hanging in there. I'm so sorry it's been so long, and I will try to do, I'm going to try and do an ovulation one again, and that'll be next cycle. I'm just waiting for AF to arrive now, and because we just sort of had a rough sort of trying to conceive cycle. So once AF arrives, I will touch base with you guys again and let you know what my plans are for my trying to conceive journey for this cycle. So take care, guys. I hope you've all had a fantastic Christmas and New Year's, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.